Have you ever lost something, only to have it return in a way you never expected? When I was 12, I wrote a short story about a boy who could talk to the stars. It wasn't anything special, just a little science fiction adventure scribbled into my school notebook. I let my best friend read it, and he thought it was cool, so I typed it up, printed a few copies, and left one at the local library, hoping maybe someone else would enjoy it too. Then I forgot about it. 10 years later, I was on a long flight, sitting next to a guy reading on his tablet. I wasn't paying much attention, until I glanced over and saw a familiar sentence. A boy stood on the rooftop, whispering to Orion. My stomach dropped. I leaned over and asked, half joking, "What are you reading?" He smiled. "Some indie sci-fi story I found online. It's kind of a hidden gem." I asked to see the title. It was my story, the same one I had written as a kid. Confused, I searched for it later and found out that someone, probably a librarian, had uploaded it years ago. Since then, it had been shared, rewritten, and passed around small sci-fi forums. There were even fan theories about the characters. I messaged the website where it had been posted, explaining who I was. A few weeks later, I got an email from a small indie publisher who had seen the buzz around the story. They asked if I'd ever considered expanding it into a book. Now, years later, that little story about a boy who could talk to the stars is sitting on bookshelves. And all because I left a single printed copy in a library when I was 12.